My mate Paul wrote a story about a man who got a new potato stuck up himself following an ill-advised sex game. And he wrote that in the form of a limerick. No one died, but it sounds horrendous. Is that a tragedy, or would the potato have to take root and kill him for it to qualify? My mate Paul was driving to Winchester when a lorry jackknifed in front of him, and he was hurtling towards it and everything went slow-mo. And Paul, who's never been religious, spoke to Jesus and said, "I promise if I survive this, I'll believe in you." And he did survive, but he fractured his skull and broke both his legs, Paul.
Paul, his accident, to what extent can one blame God for that?
See, Paul never forgave him. He said, if I ever see Christ again, he's a dead man.
Right.
My mate Paul did a 30-mile sponsored walk to Harrogate dressed as Spider-Man for Help for Heroes. And on the day, he had terrible diarrhoea, but he soldiered on. And it was one of the most noble but disgusting things I've ever seen. Eventually, the organisers had to intervene, but he raised £368. Like when my mate Paul ate 5 ketamine brownies and thought he could communicate telepathically with any animal he saw on television. Although, whereas Paul ended up sectioned for his own safety, our ancestors decided to change the world. Paul invented a treadmill for his fiancée's pet snake, and the sketches for that were much more convincing than this, and he was on mushrooms.